Hi guys, so I was messing around with a Pentium 4 system here, an old one. I think it's like 15 years old. And I found a 1 gig stick of RAM, DDR RAM. And it's actually quite good stuff. I think it's DDR 400. Anyway, so it's broken. And I was just wondering if I was able to fix it. So I'm just going to show you anyway first that if this one's working, and it is, I'm just going to show you anyway, just to prove it. So, power on. Where's my trusty screwdriver? There it is. Right, so. Oh yeah, monitor on. Come on. There we go. So yeah, there you go. So it's powered up and everything, and I have to. Come on.
A few moments later.
Ah, okay. That was odd. Usually goes in straight away. Anyway, so at the moment we have another stick of DDR400. It's actually a high density type, so if you can see in there, all the chips on it are high density compared to this one. That was quite rare back in the day. So so this one doesn't work, and this one obviously does, and it works in the other slot as well. Both slots are working. The motherboard runs perfectly. So I'm just gonna flick this off now, and I'm going to show you what happens when I put in the other one. This is a bit awkward because the GPU is blocking the RAM slightly, so it's okay. So put that one in there. This is a bit awkward because I'm having to hold my phone with one hand. Yeah. There we go. Alright, I think that's in. There's a cable actually stuck in there. It shouldn't matter actually, it won't be crushed. Okay, so when I turn this one on, it should give me a series of beeps. There we go. So there you go, there's the beeps telling you the RAM's dead. I've tried it in the other slot as well, same result. So, what do you do? Well, since it's an old system and I'm not really bothered in if it goes up in smoke, let me just turn that off because that's annoying. Since it's an old system, I decided maybe I should experiment with that RAM stick, see if I can get it working again. So first thing I'm gonna try and do is just a quick clean. It's clean enough, as you can see. I didn't see any like major marks on it, but I have some alcohol prep pads here, and I'm just gonna give it a quick clean. I just did a thorough clean of the RAM stick, went into every nook and cranny on the stick and made sure there was no dirt or debris. Didn't seem like there was much at all, but I'm just going to wait a second before I put it in, just to make sure all the alcohol is dried off. Dries off usually in a matter of seconds, so that I don't think that's an issue. But they say that a simple clean can be all that's needed, so we'll see in a minute if that's the case. Stick is in, so let's get the screwdriver and start up the system. Unless I haven't turned that may be an issue. Okay, power on this time. There we go. And we have the beeping again. So, cleaning did not fix it. And I made sure I went through it very thoroughly, so I don't think cleaning is going to revive this RAM. So I think we're going to have to go for something a little more extreme. By that I mean a method I saw online. Let me just shut this off again. a little method I found online, which was to pop it in the oven at 150 degrees for 5 minutes, wrapped up in tin foil, and apparently that would reflow the solder in the chips. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, we don't know until we try it. But it worked for some people, according to the comments of that article. And I know it works for GPUs, but the thing is about it is it's only a temporary fix, so it may die again within the next 6 months or even sooner than that. But if you are looking to upgrade your PC, not in this case, this thing is 15 years old, it should be upgraded by now. But if you're waiting for an upgrade, then just reviving that dead RAM might be just enough to get you through it until you can upgrade. So I'm gonna head off to the kitchen now, and we're going to see if we can revive this RAM. Here I am in the kitchen with the RAM on a piece of tinfoil paper. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just wrap that around like that, just keep that in place, wrap it around, and then again and again and again and again until we get to the end, and then turn up the edges. So that'll be like its own little pocket that it can like cook in, I suppose. But this isn't my idea, this is off an article. I may link it in the description depending on how successful this is. But anyway, so I have the oven over here preheating at 150 degrees C. There's the oven there, and it's gonna go on 5 minutes once it's in there, so I'm preheating it right now. But anyway, before I get started, I think it would be advisable to remove the labels, because I've heard stories where that has been the reason for cooking them to death or whatever. So I'm going to remove the labels, and then I'm going to get it prepped for the oven. Alright, so there's the RAM all wrapped up in a little pocket for itself. I'm actually quite impressed with how it turned out. It's really tightly packed in there, and I'd say she should be good to go then. So let's go and pop this in the oven then. Very warm, so I think I'll put it on the middle shelf here. Now their website said to only put it in for 5 minutes max, and I'm going to heed by that because I do not want to mess this up. Alright, so let us put it on for 150 degrees. So let's put it on for 5 minutes. Right, so in 5 minutes time we should see how it fares. Hopefully it's not burned to a crisp. Highly doubt it though. Okay, so it's out of the oven and it's cooled down all the way. It's completely cold right now. So I'm gonna open it up and see what has happened to it, if anything has happened to it. And then we will see if it works or not. So now it's time to put it back into the machine and see if it works. Okay, so power on. None of here is very valuable, so it's not like it's going to be much of a loss if I lose any. It's just a 2 GHz Pentium 4, an MX 440, this stick of RAM and some board from 2000. So yeah, here goes nothing. And now we wait. No. Ah, there we go. So, didn't fix it. Isn't that a shame? I thought we were going to do it, but turns out it doesn't always work. I think on the article it said there's around a 50% chance, so I'm clearly on the bad side of that 50%. I might hang it up on my wall or something for my collection of dead computer parts. But I may come across a dead graphics card. I'm sure I have one or two around. I haven't tested an MX44. I'm non-MX440. MX2 GeForce 400. I'm not sure if this works or not, and if it doesn't, you may see a video on this card. But anyway, so bit disappointing, but you can't get your hopes up for these things. They're only temporary fixes anyway. It could have lasted a day or two and then died again. But anyway guys, so that's it from me for today. If you liked the video and you feel sorry for me because I just lost a dead ram stick, then make sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you didn't, then sure, leave a thumbs down, and make sure to subscribe for any more of these cool little tech videos I do. And coming soon, I'll be doing some games, including the usual tech stuff. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.